Joining us now, we have Congressman Vicente Gonzalez, who is a Democrat of Texas, there along the border of this area that we're talking about. Sir, thank you so much for being with us. These two surviving Americans are now hospitalized in Texas. Can you tell us, are they in your district, and do you have any information about how they're doing?
Yes, they're getting treatment at one of the hospitals in my district, and my condolences go out to the two that we lost in Matamoros, to their families. This is an unfortunate situation, but it's not an isolated situation. This has happened across this region and across other regions in Mexico now for the better part of 2 decades. And I'm glad that this one, it seems to be the straw that broke the camel's back, that's gotten national attention and people's attention across the country. But this is nothing new to what we've been experiencing by cartel activity in Mexico for now 15 to 20 years. And I think is a real concern that they are our second largest trading partner. And I think we're at a point where it's a national security concern that we need to start having conversations on Capitol Hill and with our friends and neighbors in Mexico about having critical ideas to dismantle and ultimately stop cartels across the border.
You have said that cartels need to be targeted like terrorists. What does that look like?
Well, I think we need to work with law enforcement and the military and covertly in Mexico through intelligence and people on the ground and make surgical operations to take them out financially and physically, bring them to justice when we can. But a clear message needs to be sent that the violence that we've tolerated for the last 20 years in Mexico cannot continue. It's now impacted American society. We lost 70,000 people to fentanyl alone this year. Mexico has lost more lives in the last 20 years to cartel violence than we've lost in every war from Korea, Vietnam, to our wars in the Middle East, just to give you a perspective of what's happening across our border. Now, trade is great, and we love it, and I think that's what's prevented us from having a very serious conversation on cartel activity in Mexico. But at the end of the day, if we don't make real measures that will stop this violence across our border, it's going to have an economic impact in our country.
One person is in custody at this point. Are you confident that the Mexican government has the ability and also the will to bring those who are responsible here to justice?
I'm glad you said the will, because that's what we need on both sides, is the political will to do what's right. And today I heard the Mexican president talking about that he's going to handle it the way he handled the Mormons who were massacred in Chihuahua a couple of years ago. But it's not just these situations. It's our neighbor's home is on fire, and they need help putting it out, and he needs to make profound changes in his criminal justice system to dismantle cartels and stop this from being a norm. We thank him for investigating and doing all he's doing to try to stop what occurred and investigate who's responsible. But we can't forget about this in 2 weeks. It continues every day, and it's a national security concern for people in the United States of America.
Congressman Gonzalez, thank you so much for being with us. And of course, we do wish the best in recovery, specifically for that one victim who is fighting there in your district to recover at a hospital. Thank you.
Thank you.